It's recording, right?
Yes.
Good morning. Welcome to day 3 session on VMware vSphere 6.7. Today we are going to deploy our first virtual machine on ESXi. Okay. Yeah. So there are few things which we need to recap from day 2. What all we discussed on day 2? We know what you mean by hardware compatibility guide, right? So we can check a hardware. You have downloaded that PDF file, right?
Yes.
In production also like that. Yesterday you asked one question, sir, I cannot install on this hardware. Okay, first of all, the processor is supported or not, we should check. Point number 2, there is something called VT enabled in laptop, virtualization technology enabled, that we need to enable to check whether that accepts or not. I will check your laptop after the session. Yeah, so we make sure that we should able to install ESXi version on that specific hardware. I gave one scenario also, correct? Mr. Ramu blindly accepted that he could able to install. Later he realized no, it's not possible. Right. And then we understood about step-by-step procedure to install ESXi, correct? What is the minimum hardware configuration?
2 CPUs.
Ah.
2 CPUs.
And
10 GB.
How much GB RAM?
8 GB RAM. No, 4 GB.
4 GB RAM.
4 GB RAM. 4 GB RAM.
Ah.
10 GB.
Hard disk.
And NIC card is
1G NIC card. Very good. Yes. How many virtual machines you can install on ESXi and deploy?
1024.
1024. Correct. Provided you should have 1 TB RAM. You should have that much resource. Okay. We discussed about VMFS file system. Okay. What are the different versions of VMFS?
5 VMFS 5 VMFS 6
Hmm?
and then versions like 6.5.
No, not like that, man. There is no 6.5 and all. See, VMFS versions are like this: VMFS 0 to L. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, L. VMFS 6 L. Yeah. So L is used for vSAN. It's also a new product from VMware. We use that version over there. But for vSphere 0 to 6. Okay. From which version we are using VMFS 6?
5. No.
6.5 onwards. Okay. VMFS 5 from 5.x. Okay. VMFS 3, it was there in 3.x and 4.x. You should remember this. I told you the interview question, they'll ask you what is the difference between VMFS 5 and 6.
Before the 6.5, from 6.5, this spare is there. Before that, that older version, that VMFS 5 only, VMFS. But the latest one, can we try the older?
It will support one version backward compatibility. VMFS 6 can understand VMFS 5. VMFS 5 can understand VMFS 3. One version backward compatibility is there. You can, you want to see, actually you should upgrade, right? In a production environment, there is an option called upgrade. So it should support one version backward compatibility. It is there. Yeah. So now let us understand storage in detail. Yesterday you understood now what I mean by file system. File system comes with a partition table. I gave one assignment. What I mean by partition table. So if not, look into my screen. There are two major types of partition table. Look into this. See, this is very basic, but I want you to understand from this. Let me show you. Can you see? MBR, master boot record, and GPT, GID partition table. These are the two important partition table. Yeah, here it is. You see this. Okay. Latest versions are using GID partition table. Let's see what is this. Can you see how many layers it is creating? GID partition table scheme, proactive MBR, GPT header, partition 1, 2, remaining partition entries. See, it is like this. You have a empty land plot. Okay, and you want to give rent to somebody, you want to make money, you want to give rent somebody. Can you give entire plot to one person, or you will split? You'll split into many rooms, and each rooms, let's take room 1, room 2, room 3. Each room you will accommodate some people and you will collect rent. Correct now? Same thing here. If you want to store data, you have to make partition. Okay, and then only data will go and reside on that. There will be a data header which will connect all the information. There you see GPT header which will have information about all entries. For more, you go and search or you watch some video about GAD partition table. So VMFS uses GAD partition table, this table only. Okay.
In VMFS 5 and VMFS 6,
Hmm.
I have seen that GPT is supported in both of them.
Yes.
You can format the partition using the GPT in both.
Yes.
But MVR is not supported in VMFS 6.
Correct.
It is only supported in.
Correct. You're right. Yes. So this is very important information you should know. That's why I just brought this up. Yeah. Now let's understand about how enterprise level storage works. Yesterday, if you remember, I gave one assignment. What do you mean by block level storage and file level storage, and SAN and NAS? Correct. See here. EMC is the global leader in SAN storage. You know EMC company? See now, EMC VNX 7200. Look into this model. Or 7600. Let's keep it on 11.6. Yes. So can you see this VNX 7600 SAN storage? How it looks like? Are you able to view my screen or not? No. Okay. Now, 1 minute. It's automatically it is now.
Yes, sir.
Viewable, right? Have a look into my screen. Can you see two Almira kind of a device here?
Yes, sir.
This is called SAN storage. Within this, you will see like this. Okay, let me quickly play one video so that you will understand better. Because in production, you would have never explored this. So, EMC VNX 7600. Watch this. Can you see? See, this is storage array. You will open, you will see there is a amber light, right? Which means one hard disk is failed. You will replace. See the size 600 GB, 15K RPM. Can you see this? It will be like that. I want to show you a proper that is replacement of faulty drive. Ah, it's a proper Almira, okay? That will see only hard disk. Will insert complete hard disk. Hey, and full hard disk only. Fans. Back to you. This is factory, okay. Here, this is power, okay. This white color cable is power, okay. And can you see this cable, pink color cable? This is called fiber cable, okay. And there is one, what do you call? There is an Ethernet cable. This is for some NAS connection, NAS. LAN or LAN cable. This is used for NAS, network attached storage, 5 level storage. We will use LAN cable, and the SAN we use fabric optic. Okay. That's what we're gonna do now. So have a look into this. Headline is, write down headline. ESXi storage. ESXi storage connectivity. ESXi hyphen storage. Hyphen storage connectivity. SAN or iSCSI, both are called as block storage. What storage?
Block storage.
And I want you to write down a note. Block storage will provision LUN, logical unit number, LUN to ESXi hosts, VMware admin will format file system. File level storage. Already file system. See, this is very, very important point. If you go for interview, no, they will ask you, you said you worked on VMware, tell me your production setup. Write down this interview question aside. Interview question, can you elaborate your VMware infrastructure? Which are the servers you worked? Which are the storage devices you worked? Which are the network devices you worked? What is your day-to-day responsibility? They'll ask you this question 100%. For that, I am teaching you. Today, you learned one storage model, correct? What is the storage model? VNX 7600, correct? Write down that. VNX 7600 is the storage model, and Dell PowerEdge R730 XT is the server.
So, VNX
7600 yellow note the 00 is the storage model. Dell PowerEdge R730 XT is the server model. Cisco Nexus switches. So you should tell I worked on Cisco Nexus switches.
So can I repeat the devices, sir? I'm not here.
Yes.
VNX
7600 is the storage model. You should tell in interview that I have explored or I have worked on this model.
Okay.
We are simulating the task of 7600 in some time. And Dell PowerEdge R733 server model, network switches, Cisco Nexus switch. Or Cisco C series switches. You can mention that also. If you want more, you search in Google what is this all about and have some clue. Please add example here. I have just added example. Map to network drive. Done? All of you? Done?
I'm making a note, sir. 2 minutes.
Okay. Done? Right. Have a look into my screen. So this is your ESXi host on my left. ESXi host running on what? Dell PowerEdge R73XD. Okay. On my right, I have a SAN storage you can call like Dell EMC or EMC, which model? 76100. Okay, right. See, in enterprise they will not keep anything in local hard disk. They will not keep anything in local hard disk. They'll always keep data in SAN storage only. See, as of now, you have a laptop, right? You're keeping all your data in your laptop. But is it safe to keep all your data in laptop? So what you will do? Not external hard disk. Now cloud has come now. In your phone, auto backup is happening via WhatsApp, auto backup to Google Drive. Correct? Why Google Drive? Google Drive is safe because they have multiple replication. The percentage of failure or single point of failure is removed. There will be multiple access points so that your data can be retrieved. Understood? Very, very important. Look into this. You have a ESXi storage and you have a storage box. Okay, the storage box is made up of combination of disks like this: SATA, SATA disk. Okay, then SAS, like the one which I have in my server. Okay, what is next one? SSD disk. Solid state drive is the fastest disk among all other disks. Do you agree? Sir, you heard SSD disk anytime? You heard, no? Why we need SSD disk? To perform read write faster. In hard disk there is something called read and write. I think you should watch some videos on hard disk. Okay, there is something called spindle motor, read write head, okay, tracks, sectors, okay, redundancy check, random access, sequential access. These are all naming conventions you should know. Okay, then only you will understand the hard disk better. Hard disk, there is an architecture. You have seen hard disk, right? It works on some mechanisms. Okay, there is some magnetic moves, like for plus minus there is some navigations that you should know. You take assignment how hard disk works and how storage server works. Write down this. Tomorrow you should come and write down on board. Okay, you should tell me, sir, this is how hard disk works, this is how storage box works. Right. So now I have a block level storage. Correct? This storage is made up of thousands of disks. How many? Thousands of disks. So there are three sections are divided. The reason is, see, in production we have something like this. SSD disks is used for business critical machines, business critical VMs. We will give volume, will give hard disk only for business critical machines. Example, CEO, your boss VM, it's a business critical machine. Next one is SAS. SAS is for production. Production VMs. Majority of the machines are production VMs. Okay. SATA, this one is used for test color. Test, development, backup, or non-production. Okay, let it be like this: test, development, and backup. Okay, remember this. There is a storage server, there will be a storage admin. Who? Storage admin will provision a logical volume and then he will send it to ESXi host. Okay, can you see two boxes here? This is called storage processor. It's called SPA and SPB. SPA, and this one is SPB. Storage processor. SPA and SPB. Why you have two? Because if one fails, one more will take over. Okay, redundancy. Yeah. Storage processor task is to configure RAID, to configure LUN, to configure LVM. Repeating again, the task of storage processor is to configure RAID, LVM, LUN. Everything is created through this. And it's like a small computer sitting in storage box. Through that only we will communicate. Can you communicate directly to hard disk? No, you have to go via storage processor. Understood? Now, this is called Ethernet. You have seen this actually. You have seen this or not? Yes or no? Ethernet port. Today you have seen now. This one is fabric HPA. Okay, right. So this is all about storage server. You understood? Storage server is made up of two or more hard disks. Example, SATA, SAS, SSD. These hard disks are used for specific business purpose. Understood? Based on the requirement, storage admin will create a LUN and he will send it via network to ESXi host. Today you will see how you can attach a LUN to a ESXi host, how this communication works. Understood? Yeah. Now let's come back to our ESXi. As you all know, ESXi is made up of physical resources. Do you agree? Uh, CPU, RAM, HDD, and NIC. Okay, this is normal NIC card and this is iSCSI adapter. Or you can also let's call it iSCSI adapter only. iSCSI adapter, and we also have which adapter? HPA. Here this layer is called which layer? What is this layer is called? What is this area? Anyone? Very good. You are my student. Hypervisor. Right? Virtualization layer. and then VMs. Okay, so we're gonna build VM on top of ESXi like this. Okay, now how storage connects. So see now. Understood? In between, you will have like this. This is called fiber switch. This is called what? Fiber switch. And this blue color, can anyone tell? You know this already. What switch is this?
Normal switch.
It's called Ethernet switch. Example, Cisco Nexus. Are you getting it? This is the perfect diagram. You will not see this diagram anywhere in the world. No one can write unless until you understand the concept. Okay, yeah. So now let us see how a Cisco switch looks like. Cisco Nexus switch. Can you see this? Can you see? This is Cisco Nexus switch, and there are some GBIC ports which you can use for HBA also. Okay, this is switch. And now let's see Cisco fabric switches. Can you see this? See, this is Cisco NBS fabric switch only, GBIC ports used for. These are all normal. It's not an Ethernet port. See, this is Ethernet port. These are all fiber optic ports. Okay, I'll show you now. HBA card. Yes. Can you see? Is this look like a RJ45 connection? But it's not. Okay. This is fiber channel. If you want, you can see here I have a fiber port on this device. Okay. Normal Ethernet switch, it's there in your laptop port. You can see there, and iSCSI adapter. This is also adapter, little cheap. This is iSCSI adapter, like normal Ethernet port only, but it will understand the storage protocols. See, you are a person, okay? You know English, you know Kannada, you know Telugu, you know 3 languages. Same thing here. This is normal NIC card only, but it understands storage protocols. Understood? Specially designed for storage protocols. Network protocols are different. Storage protocols are different. We call it as SCSI protocols. What it is? That is all about this fellow. Who is he? iSCSI adapter. Okay. See, small organizations, they don't have money to purchase fabric and all. It's too expensive. So what they will do? It a little slower, but faster than NIC card. See, NIC card is the normal card. It doesn't. It will also understand protocol storage. It will also understand little storage protocol, but it's not faster as iSCSI. iSCSI is specially designed for understanding storage protocols. HBA full and full storage protocols with high speed network. Understood? So I have 3 cards here. Okay. right? Now let's understand about logical volume. Logical volume manager, or it's called as LVM. Okay, this is very important again. I will give one scenario. Okay, you are a VMware admin, and your production team's asking you, hey, VMware team, I want one machine with 700 GB of hard disk. How much?
700 GB.
700 GB of hard disk. Okay. So production means what? SAS disk only, right? Look into my screen. SAS disk here, correct? How much GB they are asking? 700 GB. Okay. In my stack, in my blade enclosure, I have 300 GB disk. How much?
300 GB.
300 GB SAS. How many?
300.
Okay, how much he is asking?
700.
Shall I break one 300 and attach to one more hard disk and give it to him? See, total if you combine 900, correct now? You are asking 700. So what I have to do? I have 3 pieces of hard disks. Shall I break and attach and give it to him? These are all, this is a physical disk. What kind of disk?
Physical.
I should logically combine and send it to him. Over which software, which fellow? Storage processor fellow. I should ask him, hello, storage processor, is there is any method that I can combine all physical volumes into one logical volume and create a LUN of size 700 GB and send it to him? Then here who will help? Storage processor. See now. Logical volume is equal to collection of physical disks. Okay, logical volume is equal to collection of physical disks. Okay, now logical volume is equal to how many disks we have? 3 into 300 GB. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
That is equal to how much?
900.
That is equal to 900 GB logical volume. Do you agree? Now here comes our storage processor. Okay, we have 900 GB volume. Okay, total size is how much?
900.
Just think this is like a circle, 900 GB total. So see now what will I do? I'll divide into two volume. I'll make LUN, logical unit number. Slice is called LUN. Okay, dividing a logical volume is called LUN. LUN 0 is equal to how much GB you want?
700 GB.
And LUN 1 is equal to how much?
200 GB.
200 GB. I'll put some color. Which team? Production team. I'll put some color. Cell. Cell. Shall I make like this? I can make it, right?
Yes, sir.
This is called LUN, logical unit number. I'll give simple examples here. You know watermelon, right? During summer, if you give 50 rupees, it will give small slice, correct? If you give 100 rupees, you can give half of the fruit also, correct? Now, based on the requirement, that shop owner, he will cut and give a slice to you. Similarly, in production, based on requirement, storage admin will give a slice from logical volume. Compare watermelon with a logical volume. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Easy to understand? Logical volume means collection of physical disks. Okay, since we cannot break and give hard disk to a specific team, we have to combine to make one logical volume. From that, I have to slice into multiple volumes. This volumes are called as LUNs, logical unit number. A slice in a logical volume is called logical unit number. So here I will mention. LUN is equal to slice or shall we call like this? 900 GB is equal to LUN 0 plus LUN 1. Shall I call like this? Yeah. Please write down this diagram in your notebook and take screenshot also. Write down quickly. Exactly as it is. Put it in horizontal. Don't write in vertical. Horizontal. Landscape. Write down in landscape. Headline ESXi storage connectivity. Shwanand, are you understanding?
Yes, sir. I'm getting this one.
Yes. Yes, Shivanand, please make a
Sir,
note. Yeah.
yeah, can you please show the screen, sir?
Screen is shared now.
Actually, the power is got off here.
You are not able to see the screen.
Yes, sir. Yes. I connected with my mobile data.
Connected with mobile. Screen is shared, man.
Shared.
Screen is shared.
So let me rejoin.
Yeah, yeah. Done. Shwanand, hope you joined back.
Yes, I joined.
Are you able to view my screen?
Yes, sir. I can see the screen.
It's on the phone or laptop?
Now power is came back. So
Okay. Good sign. Okay.
yes. So let me take this screenshot of this.
Yes, please go ahead. Please take this screenshot also, all of you. And this video, I mean, this image will little improvise, but take at this time. Okay, now can you all connect your ESXi host? If you have finished writing, your ESXi host is up. Please connect. You know how to connect your ESXi host, right? Connect now. Go ahead. I need to unshare my screen for some time for some settings. So I'll unshare. I'll share it in a few minutes. Meanwhile, please connect to your machines.
So ESXi 1, right? Which we have yesterday hosted.
Yes, man, I'll tell you. You are number one. Excuse me. Incorrect username. Test at the rate 123.
Correct,
Uppercase T audio.
sir.
Username lowercase ಕೊಡಿ. User 3 ಅಂತ.
ಸರ್ ಯೂಸರ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ರೂಟ್ ಯೂಸರ್
ನಿಂದು ರೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ವೇನಾ? ಹಾ, ತಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿ.
ಸರ್ ಆಗ್ಲೇ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ರೂಟರ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ
ಅದನ್ನ ಮರ್ತ್ಬಿಡು. ಯೂಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಐತಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಮರ್ತ್ಬಿಡು. ರೂಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹಾಕೋ.
ಅದೇ ಸರ್
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯೂಸರ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟೆಡ್. ನಿನ್ ವಿ ಎಂ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಬೇಕಂತ ನಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ರೂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀನೇ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಮೆಷಿನ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಸರಿ.
ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಈ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸರ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀನ್ ತಾನೇ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸರ್ಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. 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 Yes.
Give that root. This one. So in the login, so you have to give root as a username. So then give your password. Paste at the right hand. That IP is your one. So you will be login.
Not from virtual machine.
No, directly give that IP. Not your ID.
Done? All of you? Are you able to log into your machines? Okay. I'll take a quick break and then we'll resume. Okay. I need 10 minutes, so you can take a quick break. We'll pause the recording.
Oscar sir.
Yes.
Sir, I'm trying to log in a student one, and there I will access my ASX1 box.
Yes.
So that for student one